Yes, ready, start. Sir, I am grateful to you for the address which you gave us yesterday. It showed how hard the Prime Minister had bargained and tried to get good terms from the six of the European Economic Community. We are grateful to him for what he did. I must, however, confess that the ultimate picture which has emerged is hardly satisfactory. Each group of countries is somewhat differently affected. The Prime Ministers of Canada and New Zealand have stated their views on how the present proposals affect the more developed countries. President Ayub, whose country is faced with problems similar to ours, has stated his views. I largely agree with this general approach to the problem. I shall naturally deal with the problems facing developing countries like India. I should like to make some general remarks. You, Mr. Prime Minister, referred in your opening remarks to the world situation, the present conflict, the two world wars, and the need to prevent a collision between the two great powers. You also referred to Europe's concern with the East West conflict. We are all concerned with it. Every step which we now take must therefore be judged from this point of view, namely whether it reduces tension between the East and the West and whether it decreases the threat of war. We fear that the effect of the present proposals and the UK's entry into the European community might be reverse and might add to the tension between the East and the West. Some East European countries have claimed that the European Common Market will lead to an extension of the NATO alliance. That may not be wholly correct, but it may well result in the increase of the tension between the East and the West. The chances of disarmament would grow less. That would be a terrible loss, for disarmament will lead to greater economic progress than the creation of extension of economic communities. These are considerations which should be borne in mind in the context of the wider world situation. Coming to the present proposals, I should like to remind you, Mr. Prime Minister and other Prime Ministers, that there is need for a new approach of promoting a more healthy relationship between the developed and developing countries. The UN has declared the present decade as the decade of economic development. Stop.